Hi, and welcome to the first breathing practice for focus on the transverse abdominis. So this is day 8 of the challenge. It's 3 weeks. So don't worry if you haven't started. All the content is there on YouTube. You can go back and have a look at those and join in the challenge at any time. The transverse abdominis workshop just went out yesterday. So today we're going to just look at improving the function of the transverse abdominis. So the first thing I want to do is just to recap exactly where the transverse abdominis is in the body. So it's a corset muscle. It's known as the corset muscle. It's its other name, and it sits around your waistline. There's a muscle on each side, probably about where my hands are here. And when the muscle contracts, it narrows our waistline. And when the muscle lengthens, our waistline thickens. And from video, we know that when that's stretching, it's helping to facilitate the support of our internal organs moving forwards so that the diaphragm can come down. So as we inhale and the diaphragm comes down into the abdominal cavity, those internal organs, they need to go somewhere. They can't go down because our pelvis is there. They can't go back because our spine is there. They have to come forwards. And when they come forwards, they just need the transverse abdominis, that corset. Yeah, it's there to support so it has to, the muscle has to stretch and then contract to bring those internal organs back inwards as we exhale. So, proprioception. Let's take our hands first, and we're just going to tap the sides of the waistline, just one side. Breathe as you do this. And when you breathe, try and breathe into the tummy. So you'll get in a sense of that muscle shortening on the exhale and lengthening on the inhale. Tapping to increase that proprioception. All the way down from the pelvis, all the way up to your ribs, round to the back of the body, and round to that front part, all over that deep transverse abdominis. And then you can sit. And remember alignment. So we want to have the pelvis and the rib cage stacked, one above the other. Breathe and focus on that lengthening of the corset and the narrowing of the waistline as that corset muscle contracts. And then breathing in, see if it feels different. Yeah, I'm definitely accessing more movement on this side. After tapping, let's do the other side, and you can actually move as well when you're tapping. Breathing in and out, tapping, moving, breathing. And then we can come to center, just sitting in stillness, noticing if that feels any different. Bring the breath in, breath out. Breath comes in and out. All waistline is narrowing as we empty the body of our breath. Good. So we know that the corset is around here, and very similar to how we strengthen the diaphragm, we're going to go into just one way of strengthening the transverse abdominis today, and we're going to strengthen it on the inhalation. So when we inhale and the muscle is stretching, because when we are stretching it, because it's loaded and it's got our internal organs pushing against it, this isn't a release, this isn't a stretch as such in terms of the muscle fibers are lengthening, but it's loaded. So it's actually a strengthening of these, of the muscle. It's called eccentric strengthening. So you're loading the muscle as it's getting longer. And then we breathe out and the muscle comes back short. So we're loading the muscle as it's getting longer. And so this is our eccentric strengthening. So how we do that is we pop a resistance band around their waist. And we pull it so that it feels as tight. If this is your, you've not been doing any sort of movement at all, and this is your introduction into, moving better, breathing better, then just have a light resistance. It's really just the feedback more than anything. And then we're just going to close our eyes, and you can have that imagery. So one of the images that I quite like is that you're blowing up a balloon inside your tummy. So when we breathe in, just like when you blow up a balloon, the outside of the balloon stretches as it gets bigger. Yeah, so this is the same as your waistline. So let's just have that bit of resistance. Hopefully you've had time to do that. And if not, you can just hold your hands at the side of the body and just add some resistance there. So we're going to take the breath in, pushing against the band, and breathing out. And feel the waistline drawn away. It's like you're taking the skin away from the inside of your clothing. You're just pulling in. Breathing in. And breathing out. So you can breathe in your own length. It's just a practice of that imagery. Think of the balloon filling up inside the body. Allowing the abdomen to move forwards on your in-breath. And draws back in as you breathe out. Breathe in for 4. And hold. Breathe out. And hold. Breathe in. And hold. Breathe out. And hold. Feel the balloon for 4. hold. Breathe out. And hold. Inhale. And hold. Exhale. And hold. 2 more breaths. Muscle lengthening. Hold. And breathing out. And hold. Again, breathing in. And hold. Breathing out. And hold. Breathe your natural breath. And then we're going to take the band away. And just pop it to one side. Notice how that feels. And now we're going to take the breath in again. Feel different now the band's gone. Expansion of the abdominal wall on the in-breath and the narrowing on the out-breath. Muscle stretches on the in-breath and narrows on the out. Contracts, the muscle gets shorter. Good. So working with the band is a really nice way to help us to find that coordination with the breaths. Very often I find when we breathe in, people want to pull their tummies in, and you may be experiencing that. And that's something just comes with more practice, but the band there is a really good tool because it helps you to have feedback. So you know that the abdominals are lengthening and the abdominal wall is strengthening eccentrically. So as it's lengthening, we're loading. And then on the out breath, it shortens. So the band's just giving you some really, really, really useful feedback. And once you're proficient off the horse, for my riders, you can take this onto the horse. Obviously, bearing in mind that you will need a band. If you've got a shorter band, then that's obviously less band flapping around if you've got a spooky horse. But a really nice tool to bring your awareness to how you're breathing. Yeah, really good. So that concludes the session today. Tomorrow, I would like you to repeat a session just focusing on that transverse abdominus, thinking about the breathing, and then I will see you back for a video on Wednesday.